Never tried Bant. Run Rocks Warmonk. I don't know about that. Alright, Watery Graves. We could also test, instead of Grizzlebrand, you could test Titan. Grave Titan is an option. So I own 3 Wateries. I have an Overgrown. And I did recently pick up a breeding pool. That is a good thing. Love how Merc Lurker stays out of bolt range. He does, Snafu. You usually have a swamp. You must have a swamp when you're resolving that card or you're playing it wrong. Most decks in Modern do nothing. What? I would say Modern decks do nothing if you compare them to other formats, is what I would say. But they're certainly built to do what they do in the format. Breeding Pool, Tar Pit, Dark Slicks, Toon Wateries, Polluted Deltas. I don't have the perfect mana base for this, though. I'll admit, I don't. I don't have Misty Rainforests. I have a couple Verdant Catacombs we bought into a while back when we were playing Legacy Green-Black decks. Green-Black X decks. I have a couple of those from then, but other than that, I don't really have the proper fetches. We definitely want a basic Swamp and a basic Island. I don't know if I can justify basic Forest, but green, there's a lot of green to pull off. For that reason, I'd be willing to run a Singleton. I mean, I could run some of the off-color fetches. Wouldn't be horrible, just to have more fetching. I think this deck's cool. I don't know if it's gonna work. I think it's cool. Never said it had to work. I just said I wanted to brew something. And this is a brew. This is going deep. Somebody's got to come up with a cool name for this deck. I don't know about that. There we go. Swagplasm. Didn't we have a cool name for this already? It was like Swag something. Fudge. What was it? Somebody had a really cool... It wasn't Swagplasm. It was... Swag Baby? No. Swagwalkers. But I only have one Planeswalker in this. But Swagwalkers was cool. Capture the Thrag. Grizzle Swag. Swagwalkers. Yeah, it was Swagwalkers. You guys will help me come up with a good name. You always do. Counting on you. It's a lot of islands. Maybe I need that many basic island. I don't know. We have Cryptic in there. Definitely at least one forest if we're ever going to be casting the Plasma Capture. Maybe I should run Hinterland. Swag Fudge. Why is it called Swag Fudge? Why are we calling it Swag Fudge again? If only I could just run my tropical islands, right? Just make Modern just so much easier. There we go, forests, maximum. That I would run as 3, but that's not how many we're going to run. We're probably only going to run 1. Right? And then if I can, get my hands on like a Hinterland Harbor. How much are those? Or the black-green one. That's probably got to be the blue one, because we're trying to run Cryptic and Logic and Snapcaster. Those are all, you need multiple blue sources to really capitalize on. One printing. Snapcaster's Creed, Swag Tie, Black Swag, Sultai Swag. You like Capture the Thrag? Oh, this is half a ticket. This is doable. This is doable. Is this dual right for this? Is a Hinterland correct for this? I have the black blue Filterland, if that's viable in this. So Hinterland is definitely doable. That we could afford that. That's something we can afford. The Filterland, maybe, I know it's greedy, but maybe flesh out the mana base with some Tech Edge. Swag Sexy Plasm. Sexy Plasm. Capture the swag. Sucking Ruins. Grizzle Thrag. Bug Splasm. Bug Splasm. That might be the best one actually. Bug Splasm. Splat. Sound effects on that one, right? Splasm. Whoa. How about Wishes It Was Mana Drain .deck. Stealing your swag. Says Captain. Stealing your... We're gonna have to vote on this. There's some good ones. I do have a Sunken Ruins. That helps the mana a little. Make it a little less awkward. I don't think I'd run more than 2 Hinterlands maximum. Plasma Phantom Pain. I wish I just had more relevant fetches for this thing other than just a couple of Verdants and some Polluteds. How much is Misty? Misties are ding 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 13. That's not actually that horrible. How much are more Verdant Catacombs? More Verdant Catacombs are even less. Swag Drain, Leaky Plasm. There are other lands I can use. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to flush. I've seen some people greedily. I could run Tree. I have a Tree. Does anybody here like Treetop Village? Anybody? Not really. I have trees. I don't really like the tree, but it is a man land. It's got a lower activation cost than the Tar Pit. Mana Tub. Plasmobrand. I don't know why there's an O, but alright. Plasmo. Jace, Architect of Plasm. Treetop is the bomb. I have a tree. I'd say Tar Pits, but it costs a ton. I do own 1 Tar Pit. I think this card's shooting up because everybody's like, oh my god, Grixis. Oh, Spike. What? You know it's a weird metagame when Colonnade... Oh, no bots are selling them. Well, there you go. What a weird time to be playing Modern, right? Colonnade used to be Bee's Knees. Blue-green filter? Is that one cheap? Jace, Architect of Plasm sounds like a magic-themed... Oh. Okay. Alright, Snafu, now we clearly know where your mind is. Extra O's for extra fun. Clearly, we know where your mind is. Anyway. I'm getting off track. Filterlands. I always forget the names of the various Filterlands that I don't use. You don't want to have too many Filterlands, but like a green Filterland, reasonable. This one's really expensive because it's usually an auto-occlude in Scape Shift, but the black-green, well, sometimes that gets used in Jund. So, Twilight Miner. You know what? Just give me some hints of Harbors. I don't even care. I don't even care that it's not optimized. Just give me some. That's just ridiculously expensive. And it should balance out the Sunken Ruins I already own, right? Just give me some hinterlands. I can't justify running more than 2 of that card, though. Twilight is the most expensive. Flooded Grove. We could run the tree and see how we like it. I do own a tree top. I do. Oh, I own a tree. Sometimes you want leaves. Do I have a Yavimaya Coast? No, I don't, Cav. But that would be better, wouldn't it? It's been a bunch of printings, although it's in standard, so yeah. Oh, it's half a ticket. Reasonable. It's up, it's down. I don't like Painlands though in Modern, but it might be a necessary evil just because my mana is just so bad. Isn't Hinterland just going to be better a lot of the time though? It's like half a ticket. It's really tanking right now. Now's a good time to pick them up. Origins Yavimaya. These are also on the low. It does look like fun, Mistress. We're not sure. We're not sure if we're doing it right, though. Well, we could buy a split and then decide. Do you guys think 2 Hinterland Harbors is better, or... I don't know. Can we play the help fix my mana game? Like, Treetop and Tar Pit are going to enter tapped. That much we know. How much more tap land can I really afford? Not really much. Now, Harbor specifically says, unless I have an island or forest already, I'm going to be tapped. And that can make it very awkward, some games. Plasmcaster of Thought. How does this deck try to win? You Plasm Capture, hopefully a CMC 2 or higher spell. Needs more Ashiok. You Plasm Capture a CMC 2 or higher, and then you resolve something like a Jace or a Thragtusk. If you hit something 3 or higher, there's a chance to cast the Grizzlebrand. And it also depends on how late the game is. I'm trying to run as many lands as possible without making the deck garbage. I don't own Ashioks though. You don't like Jace, and the deck needs more threats, I think, says Burnt Glass. Really? Like what? Oh, you know what? I could run Grave Titan. Just have all our bases covered, have a lot of different sized things that we can... Could run a Grave Titan. Maybe a Karoo Lance as Cap Tanker. Plasma Capture and Fireball. I do have a Titan. A Titan. Would Titan be saucier than the Tazagur? I think so. To Plasma Capture into. I wasn't really on the Tazagur. I've got a lot of other things vying for my graveyard already. I think more payoff spells would be nice. Yeah, like a Titan would be cool. That's a really solid payoff spell. Villainous Wealth. Plasma Capture into Villainous Wealth. The problem is your opponent has to have good cards. Like, certain decks, we won't get spicy stuff off the Villainous Wealth, guys. Certain decks, if I Villainous Wealth, I'm not getting good cards. Right, I'm fine with running one more threat instead of the Tazagur. I think that the Grave Titan is pretty powerful right now in the current metagame. It's fine. Modern, of course, they have good cards, says Dwarf. Well, for 10 will be great no matter what.